A California-based immigrant is exposing the brutality of state-run hospitals in China. He says physicians forcibly remove organs from Falun Gong practitioners while they're still alive and without injecting anesthetic. NTD's Becky Zhou has the story.
The illegal organ trade is a billion-dollar business that's due to its low supply and high demand. The book, Bloody Harvest, was written by former Canadian Member of Parliament David Kilgour. It says a healthy heart is worth $130,000 in China. A pair of lungs sells for $20,000 more. It explains that the Chinese Communist Party has been persecuting Falun Gong practitioners since 1999. California-based whistleblower Lu Shuhong is one of the few people who uses his real name to expose organ harvesting. Lu told U.S.-based radio network Sound of Hope about how the issue came to his attention at a family gathering in 2002. One of his relatives, a former government official in Shanghai, asked Lu if any of his American friends needed organ transplants.
He, Mao Shuping, asked me to keep an eye on this. He said if I could get in touch with anyone who needed an organ transplant, I could make lots of money, much more than doing renovations. He then went on to talk about organs like kidneys, livers, and corneas.
Lu's relative Mao Shuping was in charge of labor camps in Shanghai's Justice Department. Lu was subject to retaliation after giving an interview in 2016. A U.S.-based investigative group waited 4 years to publish the report in order to protect his safety.
Authorities in Shanghai arrested Falun Gong practitioners without keeping a record in 2016, then sent them somewhere directly. The nationwide genocide launched by the CCP is still going on today. They are crazy killers driven by huge profit.
After a nearly 20-year investigation, the group published thousands of data points and audio recordings to expose the persecution. Mao's wife Zhou Qing worked as the president of Shanghai Wanping Hospital. Lu says she told him she had removed organs from live Falun Gong practitioners on multiple occasions, and that sometimes she didn't inject anesthetics. Lu said that according to her, the less anesthetic that was used, the fresher and better the organs would be, and that she stopped performing the procedures after she started having nightmares. Falun Gong, also known as Falun Dafa, is a spiritual meditation practice that follows the Buddhist tradition. It consists of moral teachings and slow-moving meditative exercises. Reporting by Becky Zhou, NTD News.
And an investigator that exposed China's practice of forced organ harvesting is receiving a Human Rights Award for his work. David Matas is a Canadian lawyer and human rights defender. He is known to Falun Gong practitioners, the Uyghurs, and other oppressed groups in China for his battle against the regime's human rights violations, and especially for his courageous investigations into forced organ harvesting. Matas is now the first to receive the award Global Humanitarian Leader of the Year. This is an award by the human rights group called Canadians in Support of Refugees in Dire Need. Matas co-founded the International Coalition to End Transplant Abuse in China, a non-profit that consists of lawyers, medical professionals, and human rights advocates. In 2010, Matas and former Canadian Secretary of State David Kilgour were nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. This is thanks to their investigation into the CCP's persecution and forced organ harvesting of Falun Gong practitioners.